National leader Asiwaju Ahmed Tinubu support, national chairman rather, Asiwaju Ahmed Tinubu support group, Abayomi Odunowo joins me now as the race for the 2023 presidential election thickens. Good to have you join us.
Thank you very much.
So let me begin with, I know you're a member of the APC as well.
Yes.
So let me begin with you on that note before we get into other issues. We've seen different declarations over the weekend, and I think the declarations are coming up. We won't be surprised to see more from the APC. We know that Asiwaju has declared. We saw Korocha declaring. We've seen someone like Minister of Transportation Amechi declaring over the weekend, and today the Vice President also declared. What does this mean for the political climate, and especially for your party to have this caliber of people declaring?
Well, it's good. Point of correction, Asiwaju Ahmed Tinubu has not declared. He made
his intention known. Yes, he made his intention known. Correction taken.
For a party, it's wonderful. It's good news. The competition will be interesting for us in APC. The more, the merrier. But we all know the boys from the men. So let the game begin.
So talking about the game beginning, again, Asiwaju made his intention known when he went to the presidential villa. And then before that visit to the president, there have been speculations about the president having a particular candidate or aspirant that he prefers, because he did say during an interview earlier in the year that he cannot make his successor known because, in quote, people will kill him. And that was, I'm quoting the president. And when Amechi declared over the weekend, speculation was rife, and there was a theory that perhaps he might be the president's preferred candidate. What does that mean? Because I know that you are the national chairman of the Tinubu support group. What does that mean for your aspirant, Asiwaju, if indeed that was true?
It does not mean anything. It's, Asiwaju Ahmed Tinubu is a Democrat, and he doesn't believe in doing things that are not the right way. People will speculate a lot of things when it's election year. They're mere speculations. And as far as I'm concerned, the constitution of the party is clear on what is to be done for the primaries. So, let everybody come to the field. I think the presidential primary is on the 31st of May. And so far, we as a group I have the mandate of mobilizing 50 million additional supporters for Asiwaju Ahmed Tinubu across the 774 local governments. This is necessary because from the research, we found out that there's a bit of disconnect between the party and the people in the grassroots. We're just here to fill the gap and get people to understand the benefits.
And what is that disconnect?
In the last 2 years, there's been a lot of issues worldwide. The COVID, the increase in prices of goods, insecurity, too many issues. And people are a bit disturbed that the APC government is not doing what it promised. But majority of the things that they've done will manifest much later, because they've taken a deeper approach to solving the Nigerian problem than a surface approach. And the surface approach gives you quick gains, but these gains are quickly eroded before you know it. But the fundamental changes is what is happening. And because of the COVID and a whole lot of things, Nigerians were not able to see that. So we need to educate them, engage them, discuss with them in the grassroots so they can understand the implication of majority of these things. And also ensure that they know that Bola Ahmed Tinubu is a man of promise. Is a man that makes promises and fulfills them.
But one of the things that everyone seems to be talking about is the fact that irrespective of how this plays out, or how this play out rather, your party might not survive it because of the people who are running or who wants to run, that at some point, if if this is if your party goes with consensus or primaries, whoever doesn't win might end up pulling out of the party. In fact, there were speculations over the weekend or last week rather, and I want you to confirm that for us, that Asiwaju has met with some leaders of the SDP party just in case he doesn't get the ticket of the APC. How does your party survive this? And they confirmed that story for us as well.
Well, the speculation of Ahmed Tinubu leaving the party is pure speculation. He's the founding father of the party, and he came on board into the APC alliance with 7 governors, compared to the 1 governors the other people brought in. So if anybody is leaving, it's not Asiwaju. On the speculation of the caliber of people, yes, there are a lot of people, but when it comes to politics, it's a different ballgame. The caliber of people you're talking about, you're talking of Rotimi Amechi from Rivers State, that could only deliver as a sitting governor about 60,000 votes for President PND. And as a super minister, I could only deliver 150,000. He can't even win his Rivers State. So what are we talking about?
How important is structure? Because some people will always also say that, look, for someone like President Goodluck Jonathan, he came into politics without any structure, and then he ended up being, although he was only able to make it for 1 term independently, but that he won that election even without proper structure.
What do you mean there was no proper? They had PDP structure. As at the time Jonathan came into government, PDP had been in government for 12, 14 years, 11 years. Come on, they had a very solid structure across Nigeria. As a matter of fact, it was one of the biggest parties political parties in Africa back then, until APC did the magic. It was hard work. And you have to give it to the national leader for the efforts to upturn a party like PDP. And you're talking about the vice president. The vice president is a very good, honest, sincere, hardworking candidate. But you need more than that to be president of Nigeria. You need to have a base. And I'm sorry, it doesn't have one.
Well, that's left to be seen. We've seen some endorsement for him in some parts of the country. We've also seen a lot of endorsement for Asiwaju. We'll see how things play out and how the ruling party decides to take this in terms of how it runs its primary. And thank you so much for talking to us. We look forward to having more conversation with you as this progresses. National Chairman Asiwaju Ahmed Tinubu Support Group, Abayomi Odunowo.
Thank you very much for having me.